So, how do we detox on all the 8 dimensions of wellness? Good day, everyone. This is Bookie's Hub, and I am Bookie. If you're new here, welcome to the Wellness World community. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I truly appreciate you. For me, a detox is getting rid of what needs to go so that you put in the right thing. In all the 8 dimensions of wellness, we're going to be looking at how I detox. I'll be sharing with you how I detox in all these 8 dimensions, and I trust you'll pick up 1 or 2 things from this. I also look forward to reading from you. Please feel free to share your own detox regimen in all or in one or all of these dimensions as well. I'm sure we have an exciting ride ahead. So let's get right into it. Physical wellness. I'll be dividing this into 3 sections on how I detox. Basically, what I do every morning is I take a warm cup of water in the morning before I eat anything else. This is necessary because it helps to flush out the toxins built up in the body over time or from previous meals that you had. Now, in the night when we sleep, our bodies get to work. A lot of metabolic activities still go on. And in the morning, it's always advisable to take warm water to flush out whatever toxins the body might have identified throughout the night. I put lemon or lime in the warm water sometime, and this is good because they're lemon and lime. They have high level of antioxidants in them, and they aid the process. Now, not everybody's system is able to handle the acid level of the lemon or lime, so please speak with your doctor before you start anything like that. Be sure to know that the lemon is not going to harm you more than do you good. So it's always a good idea to run any new thing that you want to start on your body with your doctor so that they can advise you if it's worth it based on your peculiarity. Like I said, the wellness journey is peculiar from one person to the other. Another thing that I do from time to time is intermittent fasting, and that is increasing the window of not eating food throughout the day. Now, there are different programs for different types of people, and it's also advisable to speak to your doctor before you try any of this. There is the 18 window gap of not eating and 6 hours of eating in a day, or there is even the 20 hours of not eating and 4 hours only available to eat. So please know your level, know what your body can handle before you start it. And I know there are beginner programs so that your body gets adjusted to it over time. So the third thing is exercise. It is always good to get your body moving, no matter how little. You don't have to start a rigorous exercise regimen that would leave you broken the next morning. So listen to your body as you exercise. Don't hurt your back. Don't do more than what you can handle so that you don't cause more harm than good. For example, you can take the stairs instead of the elevator, and as simple as that looks or sounds, it does a great deal in helping the body as metabolism to be kicked up. Imagine if you have to do the stairs like 5 to 10 times in a day. Um, it could be equivalent to somebody who has gone on a walk and find other ways to get active even around the house or the office. All right. Number two, spiritual wellness. Spiritual wellness as a Christian um, is a journey of the heart. So, the most important aspect of spiritual wellness is the heart, because the heart is what is the seat of the relationship between God and I. So, if my heart is right, um, my spiritual wellness is on point, and regardless of a lot of activities that people are used to, it boils down to the state of the heart. What I found out is a lot of people might have bitterness, or sometimes if I have anger or bitterness or unforgiveness in my heart for one reason or the other, um, I it's like a load, a heavy load is tied to my heart, and I can't fly. I can't relate with God the way that I should. So how I detox spiritually is to get rid of unnecessary weights that might try to hold me down. So if I'm offended, or if I offend, I sort it out as quickly as possible. The Word of God is a mirror that helps you to know the state that you truly are in, and know what I found out is, regardless of what part of the Word of God you are reading, if there is something that needs to be attended to in your heart, you will see it. And what I do is deal with it and move right on. Sometimes it's hard, but it's necessary to keep your heart, guard your heart with all diligence, jealously guard it, so that nothing will hold you down when you should soar. Social wellness. We are all social beings, and we like to relate and interact. So, one of the things I do to detox social on my social wellness journey is I try to build on healthy characters. If I see that a relationship with someone or some people are not healthy, it's a concern. Although I also tend to realize that not every relationship is meant to be a deep one. Now, any relationship that leaves you drained every time is not a healthy relationship for you. I'm going to say that again. Any relationship that leaves you drained at every time is not a healthy relationship for you. And once I notice that this relationship drains me all the time, and then I know it's a toxic relationship, it's not a healthy one, and I try to refrain from it. So select your relationships and cultivate your relationships as much as possible. I get rid of things that try to come in the way of a healthy relationship as much as possible. Respect everyone. Try my best possible to respect everyone and show as much kindness as possible, because the world is already filled with so much hate and bitterness. So I trust that with a little bit of kindness and basically make the world a better place to live in. Now, intellectual wellness. How do I detox on my intellectual wellness journey? I try to
engage from time to time in mind games that stimulate the mind, and as a way it broadens my knowledge in all other spheres that I might not be accustomed to. This is a good way to distract yourself if you are overwhelmed with work or you're frustrated at not getting certain things right. You could do this alone or get other people involved as well. You could make it a family time out or a friends time out. Now, the if you need ideas on the different types of educative mind games that would give you a lot of knowledge and stimulate your mind in beyond your confines, please just put your inquiry in the comment section so that I would get right to it. Another thing that I do from time to time is randomly calculate what I would have used a calculator to do. And it's amazing how much we limit our own minds because truly, in as much as you might miss some of the calculations of big numbers that you would ordinarily have used calculators for, you would also amaze yourself at how much you will get. So, it is always a good idea to stimulate your mind and broaden your intellectual wellness, and at the same time, distress yourself and get fresh energy to go back to your work. Occupational wellness detox. Now, we know that it is general saying that you should enjoy what you do, but we all know that this is not true at all times and in all cases. Sometimes you enjoy it and sometimes you don't. Now, when I find out that I'm not enjoying um, what I'm doing at the moment, either as a study, a business, or career, what I try to do is, if possible, I tweak it. If I have the power to change some of the things that I do, I try to be more creative in the approach to dealing with those areas that I do not enjoy. Now, if it's beyond my power to do so, what I would do is I try to get right to that part that is hard or that I do not enjoy and do it first. Um, but do it well enough not to have to go back to it because I did not do it well. Now, so that I can face squarely the other parts that I enjoy, because as we all know, there is a fresh energy that comes when you know that you are doing what you love to do. So that is how I tend to detox occupationally, and it does work great. It does work a great deal. Okay, let's move on to environmental wellness detox. When I feel that I am draggy, and I can associate it with the environment that I'm in, because as we know, our environment is the world we create for ourselves. Um, what I do is I try to move things around, not necessarily have a makeover, but I try to declutter if necessary, or just change the arrangement, change the way things are set up in the environment. And to a great deal, these does help give a fresh burst of energy. Just having to work in a different setting always works. And that's one of the great ways that I detox environmentally. So try it out. If you feel that you are being draggy or laid back, you can try and move things around. If you can afford a makeover, good for you. And but if you can't, just go right ahead and change some things around, and you would see that your mood will lift, and things would move around for the better as well. Okay, another thing that I notice that helps environmental detoxing is having plants around. As we know, trees or plants uh, produce oxygen, which is a gas that we inhale as we breathe. And They take in carbon dioxide, which is what we exhale as we breathe. So I always believe that this relationship, plants and animals, is a very great symbiotic relationship that we should learn to take advantage of. Just staying in your garden or around your plants, even in the house, elevates your mood. If you can, try it out, and let me know if there is any change around your environment. So that is what I do. So let's go right into the financial wellness detox. Finances can tend to be a huge weight over our heads if we do not plan properly. So, what I do to detox financially is have a priority list that I work with. I try not to make my expenditure go overboard my income, so that I'm not running at a loss. So when I see that there is a disparity in this list, some things have to go. Some things will have to go for the balance to be attained again. And should there be a debt that needs to be paid, what I like to do to maintain the wellness in my finances is to make sure that constantly and regularly something is being paid towards offsetting that debt.
Finally, emotional wellness. Now, a lot of us, some of us, grew up not knowing how to express ourselves emotionally, either because we are made to think that expressing your emotions show weakness of some sort, but this is not true, because it is great strength to be able to express your emotions. So to detox emotionally, what I do is I express my emotions more, and don't bottle up. I used to bottle up a lot growing up, and then the day of explosion is always chaotic, and it does no one any good. So I've realized that it is always good to respond rather than react. A lot of people like me that keep emotions inward tend to react, and reaction emotionally is not usually positive, because it comes with its excesses. If something is, if you like something, the way to detox emotionally, like I do, is I just make it a point of duty to express how I feel. If something makes me happy, I'll say, yes, I'm happy about this. I like this. I appreciate this. Or if it is not positive, you say, I do not like this. I am overwhelmed by this. I don't like this. And then not just say it and stop. You put corresponding action with it, because if something upsets you and all that you do is just say it that it upsets you, it might not do you a lot of good. But rather, if when you say I do not like this, you take the corresponding action to make it come to a stop. It would go a long way to help your emotional wellness, because it would not push you to the edge that you would now get to the point of reacting instead of responding. Now, if the content of this video educative or informative, now is the time for you to subscribe. Please just click on the subscribe button below, like and share You never know, you could be helping someone some way or the other. So please press the notification bell as well, so that every time we upload a new video, you would be notified that we have done so. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.